guys, Girl here, and today I have for you the 4th episode of my little series called Let's Take a Look Back. And today we're going to take a look at some of the My Little Pony story playtime sets, as I believe they were called, that were released back in 2010 to 2011. Here you can see I have the 3 sets I currently have in my collection. There were more than this release. There was a Rainbow Dash camping trip one, Cheerilee's picnic one, and I believe one other one, or that could be it. It could just be these 5. So, but here I have the 3 that I own, and I have 2 mint in box and 1 loose. So let's go and take a look at the ones that I have in box still. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to unbox these just because I don't want the accessories everywhere. And I think it's kind of cute just seeing them in box with the backgrounds and everything. So, but I'll try my best to describe how the toys work. Anyways, let's take a look at Fluttershy's Nursery Tree to start off with. As you can see, it came with a tree with a little hammock here that you can rock a little chipmunk back and forth in. It came with carrots, cabbage, and a bottle. A little high chair with 2 little bunnies in it. Fluttershy, of course, the standard wagon that came with the brushables back then, and a little squirrel. And here on the back, you can see that it says Fluttershy takes care of her friends. As you can tell here that this is the international version, so it came with all the languages on it. And here is what the back of the box looked like. And some warnings down here, and friendship is magic in every possible language you can think of. So that is Fluttershy's Nursery Tree. Now to look at some of the accessories up close, not the same ones, but very close. Here's what the tree looked like. This is actually from the Toys R Us rail or train car set, this deluxe train set that they released back in 2013. And this is the tree that came with it. The same exact one as this one, except this one has more details and the colors are different. So here's what the tree looked like. It came with this little hammock that you can actually put little critters in. So here's my little chipmunk. You can put them right in there and rock them back and forth if you want. Also, as you can tell, there's a bunch of little holes in the tree. So if you want little animals sticking out the backside, you can. So like here's a little squirrel. You can put them just like that. And you can see them on the other side, which is really cute. One thing is I wish that they put little pegs back here so they would stay instead of, you know, very easy for them to tip out. But still a really cute concept. My favorite down here is this little, at the knot of the tree, you can put the little chipmunk, which is really adorable. So anyways, that's the tree. And the only other one I have is a Fluttershy. And I wanted to bring this out because I know a lot of people have seen a Fluttershy. However, this one actually is the one with the brighter pink neon hair that was released back in the early days, but was then switched to the softer color hair, the softer color pink as seen in this package here. So as you can tell, the hair is definitely not the same pink. Let me bring this back out again. This one's definitely darker. But I think that is just, I kind of like both of them, but oh man, I don't know. I think both of them look really cool, but there's something about the neon pink that's just like really bright and awesome. So this is the Fluttershy that could have been released with this one. As you can see, the cutie marks on the left side here, and she does have the soft doe eyes. And again, hair quality, plastic quality, all top notch. So anyways, that is Fluttershy's Nursery Tree set. Next, we're going to take a look at Fun at the Fair with Applebloom and Sweetiebelle. So this one's kind of interesting because from what I can tell, there's not a lot of play value to this. Not like you can really do anything. There's just this little carnival thing with some apples and stuff like that, and like 3 ice cream cones and a balloon. Also came with Sweetiebelle. Ooh, Sweetiebelle's over here, and Applebloom. Really cute set though. That's why I decided to leave this one in box. Here's the back of it. As you can see, the prototypes of the figures were used here. Very shiny plastic here. Really cool though. So here we can see it says that ponies can hold their treats. So here's Applebloom with an ice cream and Sweetiebelle with a balloon. And over here it says little Applebloom and little Sweetiebelle, and Sweetiebelle. Can't wait to discover what their cutie marks will be. And you can play a game at the stand, even though you really can't. You can't really do anything, which is kind of lame. And over here it says Applebloom and Sweetiebelle take turns playing games at the fair. They can if they can knock down the apples, they win a prize. Again, kind of poor execution because all the apples are actually together in one. You can't really knock it down. So, still a really cute set, but definitely probably not the best one they made. And of course, down here it says what it all comes with. 2 pony figures, game stand, teddy bear, and ice cream. So yeah, again, has the handle at the top here. I don't think I mentioned that in the first one, but actually all these came with a little handle at the top so you can carry it around if you wanted to. So yeah, really cute set. Definitely not the best for play value, but just really cute just to have on its own. Now the last set I actually have is this one here, which is, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically, I think it was called Pinkie Sweets Boutique. I could be completely wrong, but if you know, let me know in the comments below. I kind of forgot to look it up before I started this video. But anyways, here it is, and it comes with 2 figures. It came with a Sweetiebelle and it came with Pinkie Pie. Take a look at Sweetiebelle first. Sweetiebelle actually has the rooted fringe at the front, so she has the bangs on this one, which is really cool. You don't see that one very often. I was just really lucky that mine came with this. So Sweetiebelle has the bangs in the front, she has pink rooted hair here, and a mix in her tail. Of course, she does not have her kitty mark, and she has her green eyes. Let's take a look at Pinkie Pie here. This is a standard Pinkie Pie that I'm sure you've seen everywhere. If you're wondering why she has a really nice updo right now, is this is actually the one I decided to curl. I have one of each main sticks with their more accurate show hairstyle, so this one happened to be the one I did it with. So here is Pinkie Pie. Pretty standard stuff. You see her 3 balloons there and her blue eyes and her pink hair. So let's go and take a look at the accessories next. Let's take a look at this little cart first. So as you can see, the cart does actually move. The wheels do move. Let me get my camera to pick this up here. So the cart wheels do move. It's a nice blue. What I really like about this cart is actually there's 2 holes here. One to fit a adult pony, so like Pinkie Pie, and one to fit a little filly like Sweetiebelle. So it's a little tighter on their hoof. So as you can see, Pinkie Pie here, she would use the, I guess the older one, so it fits better. So I thought that was a really cool concept. Something, you know, that I guess you could say today Hasbro wouldn't think about doing, but definitely back then when their toys were higher quality, something they thought about, which was really cute. Some accessories that I kind of left in this cart here came with a gallon of milk, more of a quart of milk, with flowers on it, and it came with these little cupcakes. Right here, this is the cash register. I left this little piece of plastic just because I thought it kind of kept things really nice and neat. So it came with a little slice of cake and a cash register. Again, you can take this off if you wanted to. Also nice icing detail here, and it kind of looks like an ice cream cone over here. So really cute there. Over here came with this little stand. Unfortunately, it's not the most stable thing, but it is really cute. Has little candy canes on the side here with a giant cupcake. Bunch of different accessories. Here is a lollipop. Here we have some fruit, of course, got to be healthy. So here's some bananas and an apple. And last we have a popsicle down here. Alrighty, and last but not least in this little set, probably my favorite little thing, is this little bubblegum dispenser. Unfortunately, I can't dispense any of the bubblegum, but it is a really cute little part of the set. Definitely probably one of the best little things they included here. So yeah, anyways, that's all of the ones I have, unfortunately. Like I said, they released a Rainbow Dash camping trip set and a Cheerilee's picnic. However, oh, actually, I do remember the other one. It is Applejack and Sweet Dreams. No, I can't remember the little filly's name. Not filly in the show. And it's a sleepover set. So a lot of these sets are pretty hard to find. They did have maybe like a year ago, you could find a couple of these sets on Amazon for pretty cheap because they were actually released in Japan. However, they like got rid of a bunch of their stock, so it was pretty cheap, but now it's a bit more on the expensive side. Especially for the Rainbow Dash one and the Applejack set that they released. But overall, these are really cute. If you can find these anywhere, definitely pick them up. Like I said, they're just really fun. In terms of like play quality, they're pretty awesome. Lots of different accessories that they can play with. And also for display collector quality, especially leave them in the box here, it kind of creates a little scene that's just really cute. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my 4th episode of this series. And don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future.